Hi, my ninjas. How are you doing? It's a girl, Owamie aka Miss Fear for celebrating back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, almost definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you're subscribed and obviously hit the bell. I absolutely love you. Now, my ninjas, I know that and I have seen that a lot of you guys have been complimenting my skin. Thank you guys so much. If you watch me, you will know that there's a huge difference. Some of you guys have been asking what I have been using. And of course, I'm going to plug you, girl. I'm going to plug you. Now, you guys know that I'm a new FBO. I don't think I should say new anymore because I'm no longer even an assistant supervisor. I am a supervisor now. So I'm like 3 weeks in the business and I've been using the products, obviously. So I'm going to plug you guys on the products that I'm using. The first thing that I'm going to say is I'm drinking my aloe, okay? This actually helps clean you from inside out. So I think that is also one thing that is contributing. The second thing is I obviously wash my face with our soap, and I'm sure that when I put it up, I'm gonna just write the price somewhere here. So I use the soap, right? After using the soap, I use the aloe vera jelly. Okay, now this is honestly the plug. Like for me, cause obviously, as I'm saying, I use all these products combined, but I use this, like I can use this however many times I want. I can use this 3 times a day. I can use it anyhow, right? And then this one, ciao. This is what I'm using, okay? I'm not saying that you guys should go there and say, Owamie said this is for what. Yes, I know that this is actually a deodorant stick, but I'm using it on my face as well. So I use this when I go to bed. I will use my aloe, and then after that I'll put this. Once it has dried, I'll put this on top. And I've been also using this when I do my makeup, and I honestly love it. So the reason why I started using this on my face was because of how I saw it healed my dry and cracked feet. And I was like, nah, I need to use it on my face as well. And I actually just started on the perimeters and I just felt that it's working. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to actually incorporate this. So yeah, these are the 3 products that I'm using. And of course, I'm taking the aloe. So I think the aloe is also contributing. But on my face, these are the products that I am using. I think I've even told you guys before. So if you do want them, you can contact me. I'm sure I'll have the numbers here. Contact me. And I'll make sure that you actually get these products. Now, managers, you guys know that I have got a newborn in the house. We are officially 2 weeks. So it has been a lot. I don't even want to lie. That is the reason why I've been a bit away. And thankfully, we finally got a helper. So auntie is here. She has moved in just so that she can help because I was not sleeping. My sister's not sleeping. Like it was just a lot. So we decided, you know what, let's rather just get help. And that's exactly what I did. And I'm really happy about that. That's why I'm here shooting for you guys. Okay. Now, managers, let's go ahead and start off with this chende that is actually going on. I'm going to be talking about Promise Makunyane because she has been trending, right? So Promise has come out with a book. She's written her book. I think the book, I don't know if it is also coming out with a documentary. Next thing, she's on the papers talking about how, you know, she wants separation from her husband when it comes to finances. So they want to move from in community to out of community and stay married. That was something that I saw that was actually stated there. And then Musa Kawula actually comes out, and I'm gonna go ahead and just read this video, this message right here, to say that this is what Musa Kawula wrote. So Musa Kawula wrote on X that as Promise Makunyane gears to launch her new book, The Broken Promise, Strength Redefined, we are learning a little bit more about her marriage of 7 years to her husband, Lawrence Makunyane. Although Promise Makunyane and Lawrence Makunyane are still legally married, Promise Makunyane has approached the court seeking a change of their marriage contract, citing financial freedom. Lawrence Makunyane is currently on a media tour with his baby mama Shoki. Also meet Shoki, who is always in and out of relationships, owns a spa which is funded by her married municipal manager boyfriend. The same municipal manager boyfriend also purchased her a car. Shogi is also dating Promise Makunyane's attorney ex-boyfriend of 4 years. Okay. Now, I think that what I'm gonna talk about first is this post by Musa Kawula. Musa Kawula is, I don't know to call him a blogger, but he's somebody that, let me say a blogger. Yeah, he's a blogger, and he's somebody that people will share, especially when someone wants to be messy. They're gonna share stuff so that Musa is going to share, because Musa Kawula does not really verify information before he posts. That's why sometimes he gets it right and sometimes he gets it wrong, and that's why he's always in and out of jail, because of he keeps spreading lies about people and they keep suing him and they keep throwing him in and out of jail. You understand? But if there's one thing about Musa Kawula that I don't know if anybody here can actually disagree with me, is the fact that Uga is not the smartest. Like, Musa Kawula is not the brightest tool in the shed. He's not, you know. So for me, this just sounded like a PR stunt that was supposed to promote Promise Makunyane's book, but in the same light, throw dirt at Shogi, which I just felt that was very much unfair. Like, for me, I just felt like that was very much unfair. Because let me tell you something, guys. Musa Kawula has no business actually going into details and actually talking about your book name and this and this. And he never even said anything negative about Promise Makunyane. Guys. Guys, we're not from Kroblas Dal, not all of us. And the reason why I say Kroblas Dal is because Promise and Shogi and Lawrence, they're all from Kroblas Dal, if I'm not too mistaken. So, no. We are not stupid. I think anybody can actually suspect, like, from which camp this information was sent to Musa Kawula. I didn't even know Promise Makunyane's book name until I read that thing from Musa Kawula, and I was asking myself, how did Musa know the name? That's when I realized that, okay, she had posted the name, but knowing Musa Kawula, he does not have time to go out there and sit and have to put your name, your book name, and this and this. For me, it was like a stunt to promote this upcoming book. And I wasn't the only one that actually felt that way. I saw so many comments of people saying that but do they really think it was stupid? Like, everybody can just say exactly what is happening here. And I think that's the part that I hate about people that fight dirty. I hate that, like, you know, when it comes to people that actually fight dirty, because I just felt like this was really honestly unnecessary to throw dirt. Like, if whoever it is that sent that information to Musa Kawula, we can see that the aim here was to promote this book. That's why they made sure that the full name of the book is actually out there. And, like, if you've seen Musa Kawula's captions, you would just know that you understand what I'm saying. But anyway, I just felt that was so under the belt. Like, proper so under the belt. And it's so sad on the fact that it's happening now, because Shogi has been getting so much love, especially after she came and she shared her story on how Promise Makunyane and Lawrence Makunyane did her dirty. You understand? So I feel like this is just really a ploy that was made so that, you know, her image will be tarnished, as if she didn't work hard for her spa, that it was just given to her and opened for her by a married man, as if she didn't work for her car, as if, like, you know, it was just bought for her, this and that. I did really honestly find that to be so unfair, especially because these are not even founded allegations. Like, where is the proof of what you're actually talking about? You know? So I even saw some people under Musa Kawula's post asking, like, who are these people? Because they don't even know who Promise is. And I'm like, we not stupid, boo-boo. We is not dumb. Okay? Now let's go ahead and unpack the second thing. Let's talk about the financial separation that is being spoken here. Right? So it is alleged, even by the newspaper. I just forgot the name of the newspaper that actually published it. I don't know if it was Sowetan, and they were talking. It was a whole article on Promise Makunyane, and I was like, girl, that PR is working hard, you know. Clock that. And they're talking about, you know, the separation of finances, and that you know, they still continue to be married, this and that, which is what Musa Kawula even stated, right? Okay, sharp. Let's say that is the case. If I was any of the baby mamas, I was not going to play. One thing that I was going to do, I was immediately going to approach the court. I was going to demand that child support from Promise Makunyane. Don't play. It is alleged that Mr. Makunyane is down and out. Okay, it is alleged that Ugai is going through the roughest time financially, like things are just not going well. It does seem like, you know, the businesses that once made a lot of money are not making. And it is something that is unfortunate. His wife has actually come out and spoken about it, who's Promise Makunyane, of course. And when I say his wife, I'm just like, I don't know, because he says that that's not his wife. So I don't know. She's in the papers, I guess, allegedly saying that's her husband, but he's out here in the streets saying that that's not his wife. Basically even saying that, listen, come with me to a hotel room, let me prove to you. Sorry guys, I had to change the battery because the other one was dead. So yeah, you know, for me, I don't even remember where I was. I don't even remember where I was, but anyway, yeah, so when it comes to the whole issue of the separation, as I did say, if I was the baby mama, I was 1,000% going to approach the court. Oh, I remembered that his wife did come out, which, okay, promise. I'm so confused because the papers are saying that no, they're married. The husband is saying no, he's not. Like, he's basically saying that's not his wife, stuff like that. So I don't know which one to go by. Let's just assume that they're married, okay? But anyway, you know, she has come out. Promise has actually come out, and she was basically expressing that she's very happy that her husband does not have as much money anymore, because when he had money, he couldn't be touched. Guy was a slippery slap. Guy would be gone, leaving you in that Benz. So I think, I don't even have to say allegedly, guys' finances are not doing well right now. I think that is something that his wife has also even confirmed, right? That's number one. So if I was like, you know, any of the baby mamas, what I was going to do is I was going to approach the court and I was going to ask for child support from Promise Makunyane. They're married in community of property. Before they do the separation, you can do it. So if any of the baby mamas is watching, don't be stupid. Okay? Make sure that you actually go and you do it. Like, if it was me, I was personally going to do it. And let me tell you why. Because when the guy had a lot of money, Promise had no issue with both of them actually like being in community of property. I think right now, I don't know who exactly is pushing for the out of community. But I've seen that there was a video that she made wherein, you know, she was talking about how in community of property, no more, something like that. And I'm like, but ma'am, the time that this man was rich, you had no issues with that. So it's now that allegations are saying that the guy is down and out, that, and you seem to be making money now, that you now don't want you guys to be in community of property. So the time that the guy had money, you enjoyed the money with him. And now that the money seems to not be as much, you now want to get off and be on the other side. If I was the baby mama, I was not going to allow it. Because had it been that maybe she was not using his money, maybe that money that he was spending on Promise and her kids would have been money that, or some of it that he would have saved, and then he would be able to support all his children. You understand? So for me personally, these two have been married in community of property, which means that, you know what, their finances, we don't know how they were handling their finances and everything, but you can actually approach the court and you can actually have Promise Makunyane be the one to actually support your children if this man is not supporting them kids, because we hear that the well is dry. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just one thing that I can say, and that's another advice that I would actually give you. You guys know that I don't support, or you know, you should go out there and sleep with people's husbands. But if a woman is getting married to your husband and you already have that child, no, and they're married in a community of property, and the husband, your baby daddy, is claiming that he doesn't have money, approach the court and say, I want the support from the wife, especially if she's working and making money, because they're very bad, like horrible. You understand? Like, so I don't know what the dynamics are there, but I would say that if I was the baby mama, I was definitely 1,000% gonna be very shameless in approaching the court and saying that she should support my kids. Why not? Married community of property. Whether when you sit then you say hakamatrokis, legally you cannot hakamatrokis if I go to court. So I hope that they will actually go to court. That is if this man is unable to support the kids. And I think that also the other thing again that I can actually say is that I don't know, maybe you can also look into it like with a lawyer. One thing I know for a fact is that even if they evaluated the man's finances and perhaps maybe they're like, oh, he can afford 3,000 rands a month, but you see that the wife is actually making way more. Now, personally, I would still approach the court and be like, can we get a joint income from both of them? Because I believe that we deserve more than this. Oh, 1,000% I would. Especially if I'm even trying to just be petty. But this time it's not even about pettiness. If they're saying that the men's wallets are dry and his wife is now out here, front pages, I don't know if it was front pages, but articles, and they're saying that, oh, financial freedom apart, blah, 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 blah. But that's not what she was doing when the tables were still the other way, where he had money or more than what she had, and she was enjoying, this luxury cars, this beautiful house, trips to Dubai, this luxury handbags and everything. I find it to only be fair that the baby mamas would actually approach the court and say, hey, would like for Promise Makunyane to support our children with the money that she's making. And the more she gets increases forever, the more like every year I would keep going to make sure that my child's maintenance is on increment. Because the other thing again that people don't understand is that even if the two get divorced, which is a father, your baby daddy and his wife, they get a divorce. Let's say they get a divorce, right? You still have a right that woman can support your child, even if they are divorced. Like whether it's fake or whether it's real, you still can. So now if I was any of the baby mamas, if this man especially is not paying because of allegedly the wallets are dry or the pockets are dry, I would definitely go for her so that my children would be supported by her, and it's nothing personal. Okay, if the law says that that can happen, I was definitely going to go for it. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and get into the book. I've seen some people actually ask me questions. Owamie, are you going to read the book? Are you going to buy the book and read it? Personally, no, I will not. I can sit down and watch maybe a documentary, or I can watch like a YouTube video. Yeah, I can. But I just don't see myself like leaving my house, starting my car, driving to wherever it is the book would be sold for me to go buy a book. I feel like, and I'm not saying that that's what's gonna be in the book, but I just feel like I don't think for you to tell me you were getting cheated on needs that much drama. That's me. I don't even know how to lie. Like, that's me. And I think I'm just not interested in Promise Makunyane's life like that. So if you're someone that is interested in her life like that, I think that maybe you will be able to watch and be able to read the book, and maybe you'll be able to enjoy it. Me personally, I wouldn't, and I just feel like I don't want to buy a book to read. Oh, they were cheating on me. A documentary. Hey, what the? I don't know. For me, I just feel like it's too much. Like for me to sit down and actually read, I can as I said, I can watch a video. Probably I'll be doing something, and then I can just be listening to it as an audio. But even then, probably I would have to hear from others to say, oh, the juicy stuff are on this part from this time to this time. Then that's when I can actually do it. I'm just not interested in her like that. I am interested in the dramatic, juicy parts, because at the end of the day, I still gotta come back and do my job and report. Okay, so even if somebody out there is like, oh my god, Owamie, you're obsessed, you whatever, I'm obsessed with these views. You should see how even this video will perform. I'm an entertainment blogger. I will blog and do my job. Job is job. Came talk about job is definitely job, you know. So I do have to give it to her. You know, she has created enough drama around this book. I mean, even people like Musa Kawula even involved in this chende, and I'm like, damn, you know. But it's something that's definitely gonna be very interesting to watch for me. You know, it's gonna be very interesting for me to actually watch play out to see how this is going to go and how this is going to end. I did see a snippet where she was talking about how he had to use her. Who else, you know? She thought she ate, but it's like there was no food on the table or something like that. And I was just sitting and I was like, this is such a shame. Like, this is such a shame. I was humiliated by my ex-husband. Promise is being humiliated by her husband, who she chooses to hold on. Yes, and just say too. Like, that man has humiliated Promise to levels that honestly I'm just like, yeah, I don't know whether to call it weakness, I don't know whether to call it strength, but it's something. 1,000%, it's definitely something, you know. I don't think that like I would ever sit down and have a plan where it would involve that my husband should be probably, because people are alleging that, you know, he's talking about one of his exes. I do not know, but I wouldn't want to like have my husband go and play some plot or whatever with like an ex, and then for him to come online and unclaim me, you know, as his a wife, and then go on as far as even like, you know, chat up girls like, let's meet at this hotel and let's do this and let's do that, let me prove to you, you know. And again, I mean, those are stuff that we saw publicly. We do not know what happened after that, because from what we hear, it goes down in the DMs, you know, so we don't even really know. And I did see that there was even someone that came out saying that, yeah, he was also after me at the gym or something. And I'm just like at this point, I don't even know what to say. I really truly don't even know what to say. So I'm very much interested to sort of just understand, like, okay, exactly what is going to happen here and everything like that, you know. I'm very much interested to just know and see how this whole thing actually plays out. The one thing that I'm more interested on is finding out, are they really divorced or are they not? Are they going through a divorce? Are they not? Are they going through a separation? Or are they not? Are they only just separating assets and, you know, moving from in community to out of community? I don't know, but I'm very much interested in just seeing and knowing what this whole chende is all about. Anyway, go ahead and comment down below what you guys think. From Owamie, I love you guys so much, and do not forget, if you are gonna look for this combo that I have or any product that is on Forever Living, make sure that you do hit me up. I'm sure the numbers will be on your screen, and I'll make sure that you actually get it, okay? Oh, yeah. From Owamie, I love you guys. Stay blessed, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next upload. Hey, are you gonna buy the book? They were cheating on me. I wait, no.